Welcome everyone to the bridge call. Welcome, Danny. How you doing tonight?
Good. Finally got a little color in my face. Was out a lot this last few days. Don't we love spring? We love spring.
I'm declaring it as my new year, like the new year. I'm not doing January anymore. I'm doing spring.
April 1st, they say, is the Julian beginning.
Right? So it's like, what are we doing in January? What's that about?
It's, yeah, I know, it's boring. It's
More
cold.
distractions.
Yeah, we may go to the old calendar yet.
Yeah. We'll have every Monday the 1st, every Sunday the 7th.
Only 28
month.
days in a month.
Yeah.
What does that do to the
Making winter a
astrology?
little bit more joyful to celebrate that holidays.
What, the spring?
So.
No, New Year.
No, in spring we celebrate for 7 days, 13 days for Iranian calendar.
Wow.
On the 13th day, they have to be outdoors. It's
So
called Sizdar.
Chinese New Year is 15 days.
Yeah,
15.
Yeah, 15 days.
I think us
The
Canadians
last-
are missing out on big parties.
Yeah, exactly.
The last day is also very big one. So
Hmm.
And today is
I want
Eid day for the Muslims.
Today is
Yep.
no.
Eid.
Today is last day of Ramadan.
Yeah,
No.
it's not
Yeah, so
tomorrow
they
will be
celebrate Eid today.
tomorrow.
Okay, what's that mean?
Oh, they're celebrating all over Toronto today, so
Eid al-Fitr.
it means somebody explained it to me. It was like 30 days of fasting, and apparently that's when all of the Quran, all the information of the Quran came in within those 30 days. And then after everything came in, then they were able to feast. Something to that effect. Some guy was telling me he's all anti-religion, and he was giving me the Coles notes.
One Muslim person explained me is that Jewish people have Yom Kippur. It's one day when they fasting. So he explained me is that Muslim people, they lost this day. That's why they do the entire month. And they so they do not eat during the day, they eat only in the evening. So they do it in entire months, and then they celebrate the same like Jewish celebrate, like they don't eat one day and they celebrate.
Okay.
I don't know if it's true or not. That's what I've heard.
30 days they fast. Yeah.
30 days.
Sunrise to sunset.
We will not be getting the spiritual aspect of it, just the mechanical.
Just the food part.
Yeah.
My neighbor does it, and she can eat as long as she eats before sunrise, and then she can eat again after sunset. And she doesn't drink any water. No water all day long. No
water, no food.
Wow.
Yeah, no food,
water, no food. Yeah.
Till it gets
All
dark.
right.
But if you're sick, you can forgo that. If you have an illness, you don't have to follow that.
Makes sense.
It's the same here.
So we're gonna create a circle. We're gonna open it up with a prayer. Right to hear? He's like,
yeah, I was just gonna tell you what's Ramadan and from a Muslim's perspective.
Okay, yay! I was gonna say we gotta have a Muslim.
Bring it on.
Yeah, Ramadan is the beginning of Prophet Muhammad received the Quran, but it's not. And then from there, he keep receiving it, but he did not receive it just all in one day. But no, the beginning of receiving Quran, it was in Ramadan, and then he had I can say out of the body experience with, and he met Moses and all the high saints, and then Moses, he took him all the way to Gabriel, and then Gabriel allowed him to ascend to a higher degree of consciousness. And then he had the revelations that you will have to fast, not to fast, to pray. And the prayer, they said, is to pray maybe about 30 times a day. So he accepted that, and he come back, and then Moses told him that is too much. Just go back and ask them to reduce it. He said, if you ask for 30 prayers a day, that means you guys will not be doing anything. All they would just be praying. So he went back to Gabriel and asked, so they reduced until it come to 5 prayers a day. And then he went back to Moses, and Moses said, that's going to be too much. And then he said to Moses, no, I think 5 is okay, we accept it. So that becomes a Muslim prayer 5 times a day. And the Ramadan, and also they reduced him to 30 days. And then he said, normally, from the beginning of the moon to the end of the moon. So sometimes it could be 29 days, sometimes it could be 30 days.
Oh, okay.
And also there is a condition that means if you are sick or a pregnant woman or in difficulties, you don't have to fast. And the reason for fasting is just to show within this month, you're supposed to eat as less as you can, and also you don't eat from the sunrise to the sunset. You don't eat, you don't drink. And also during this month, you become very humble, and also you recite Quran as much as you can. And the best thing is to recite the whole Quran within that 1 month, the whole book. If you can read it in that month, that would prefer. And then if you cannot fast this month, then you can give donation equivalent of 1 day. Say, for example, if you're not able to fast 1 day, so you give a donation for that 1 day you do not fast. And if you do not fast, say 10 days, you give donations for 10 days. And the donation equivalent of feeding 1 person for 1 day. Say that 1 meal or 2 meals or 3 meals. Right. Either you can give them food or you can give them equivalent to the food. And then after the 30 days, also they prefer that to give a charity to the people who are not, or people who are not well off. And the way you do it before they eat is supposed to be absolutely, you discard it and you don't go and show off. You'll have to be in absolute secrecy, not to embarrass that person that you are giving him something. But they prefer to do it 1 night or 2 nights before they eat. And the Eid is the end of the 30 days of fasting. And then you break it up after the morning prayer, usually between 7 to 10 o'clock. And then after that, you go and celebrate it with your neighbors, with your family, and with all others. But the essence of it is to be humble, to be very close to God, and also to complete the study of Quran in the whole that month, and also to give charity as much as you can. And also to feel the people who don't have it. I mean, like, what is real, the essence of it is, you imagine yourself that there's one person who cannot feed himself for the whole day, how he feels. And that is deal with the feeling of the fasting. That, yes, I'm doing this one to feel the suffering of people who cannot afford even to eat for 1 day. How do you feel? That's the essence of it. But of course, people, they interpret it differently. And you're supposed not really to eat much during this month, but unfortunately, people, they make it a big feast after the sunset. The
Right.
concept of it is really good, but of course, usually people distort it in a different ways. That's
Very
really that's what Ramadan is all.
So you
Thank you.
celebrate Ramadan to here?
I do celebrate Ramadan, yes, and I do celebrate the Eid. So today I call all my friends, all my family, and I went. We had a feast with some of them, and yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, thanks.
Excellent. We learned a lot.
Yeah, so thanks for sharing that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Because with my take, I was like, what's the spiritual angle on this? So wonderful. So like with this special day then, let's create our circle and sync up and link up and bring in
The higher powers.
the energy powers.
Mm-hmm.
So Danny, are you willing to do that?
I am.
Excellent. Let's do
Well,
it.
first, it's good to see all of you here today. We have an extra large group tonight. It's wonderful. Some new people. Okay, let's do this. Okay. We call on all of creation at this time, Father, Mother, Creator, God, to bless us with her presence at this time, to shower us, this small group, with all the love and the caring of this known universe. We also ask on all our spirit guides and angels of light to be here with us, to assist us in learning and growing and sharing here today, which is what we do, to also surround us in a bubble of white light, a white light of creation, a white light of protection. But also we wish to receive any messages from Spirit to come through to us here today, to assist us on what we might want to learn here today, but the energies here today. We also ask that you send us the new energies that are on the planet. Anything that is different since we've had the eclipse, where we know there's new energies here on the new planet from the sun and we'd like to bathe in those new energies for what they have for us, whatever they want to share with us or expand our consciousness or expand our knowing. We wish to receive all those benefits from this eclipse that was on Monday. We also thank you for all this wonderful protection and light as we accept all of this as manifest right here and now. And so it is.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, we need those new energies, new
True.
frequencies.
Yeah, so maybe we can
Mm-hmm.
end with, well, we're going to do a meditation later on, but we want to increase our eclipse energy.
There you go.
The eclipse energy. Integrate it.
Very important day. Very important shift.
Mm-hmm. So
Even
I hope
the average person, when you watch the videos, we're very excited about this day. Just the excitement. I saw some videos where, these are just average people, right? How excited they were and felt this was not an ordinary day. And it wasn't an ordinary day. So let's see what it's going to bring the planet and bring us in the next few weeks and months. It's going to be very exciting.
Now that you say that, it makes me feel that, everybody coming together in the excitement, all in that 5 minutes, must have really increased the energy, the vibration on the planet.
Yeah. Never thought of that. You're right. It would
it was like a really glorious day for a lot of people.
Very exciting. Yeah. Everyone was in good spirits, excited about this shift. Yeah, I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a comment from you, Heidi? She's got her
I
hand up.
do. I do. Yes, or Monday, actually, oh, was it Monday that I went for? Yeah, it was just, yeah. It was, I mean, as far as seeing the eclipse, it was minimal here. You know, I looked at it. I don't have glasses, like whatever. I saw maybe 3/4 of the covering, and then the cloud just totally covered it. So, you know,
Oh,
it just it got dusky, dark, but then it got light again. So, but I can tell you, the energy the next day was off the chart. Yesterday for me, it was like I was transformed. I can't even begin to explain how
really?
charged I was. It was just incredible. And
Wow.
today, complete opposite. I feel like I am being magnetically drawn to the earth and I can hardly move. I am so exhausted today. I just, oh my God, it was just from one to
Wow.
the next. Yeah. I wanted to go
Wow.
again today and it just kind of just hit me. And it was everything I could do to get myself home. It was just like, wow. So yeah, I've been vegging on
Interesting.
the sofa today because I can't do anything. I'm just so zonked.
Wow.
Just wanted to share that. That's what I'm getting so far.
Wow, you had a real high and then you crashed.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Eh?
That actually happened to me a few days before.
Okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
sleep. I was
No,
hungover,
same
massive
thing.
headache,
Couldn't
and
sleep.
then the next day, oh, I felt so amazing.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh my God, my life is so great today."
Yeah.
And then the next day, I crashed again.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
What a roller coaster.
Oh yeah, it sure is.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then just the last couple of days, I'm like, I'm trying to move forward, but I feel like I'm going backwards. And it's like,
Yeah.
am I even doing anything? Oh, what a time.
Bizarre energies. Well, thanks for sharing that.
Yeah, like how many people can relate to
Welcome.
that?
I didn't feel anything. Nothing. Zero. So I was outside
Okay,
in it.
Daddy,
Didn't
we're
feel
all
a thing.
counting on you to give us the news.
Well, maybe I've already assimilated the energies. I don't
It
know.
was the next day. It was yesterday that I was off the chart. It was the day after. And then today I just crashed.
Wow. I'll get lots of sleep, rest,
Oh,
right?
I know. It's just crazy times.
I guess we all have different energies, right?
Yeah, we all get affected by it differently for sure. And I think
Mhm.
too with the fascia maneuvers that we do on Thursday nights, I think that
Opens.
also opened up a whole whack full of stuff. Well, we
I
did
can
it Thursday
imagine.
night, Friday, I didn't sleep all night. Friday, I
Wow.
was like a basket case, and then Saturday, I felt amazing. Sunday, I crashed again. Oh, it's like, wow.
Wow,
It's,
interesting
it's
energies.
it's almost like hard to be with yourself. Like if you actually have to work or do stuff, you're like, oh, okay.
Feel like
Thank
a
God I'm
zombie.
not working because I would be in trouble.
I know, right?
Mhm.
Excuse me, I have to go for a nap now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. On my
Take a
desk.
break.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you have
Here's my
to talk to
pillow.
people all day. You're like, oh my God.
No energy.
And
Hmm.
you just like, what are you gonna say? It's like, hey, how's it going? Like you have no energy. So, thanks for sharing that because I think we can all relate to the roller coaster ride. That's why I'm
Yeah.
laughing anyways, I'm relating. So Danny and I were talking about something earlier before the show that you were going to start mentioning. You're going to mention, and I want
Yeah,
you
I got
to.
permission to talk about it. Um, this isn't brand new to me. I didn't know this was possible, but so every now and then, the last 3-4 years, I keep getting all these new abilities. I wouldn't know if you would call this an ability or not, but something I'd never done before. I didn't know that we could do this. So I'm working with someone, and they're having a very difficult time in their life. Okay. And so I was doing a Zoom with her, and she was saying, because she's very spiritual, and she said, I wonder, did I actually sign on for this? Like a soul agreement, a soul contract. So we started talking about her soul contract because she's having a very, very difficult time. And didn't these beings come in from my left? And I'm seeing these beings as we're talking about soul contracts. And I'm, okay, who are you guys and girls? They are the Council of Seven. I said, okay, I've never seen you guys before. We are able to look over and all soul agreements and soul contracts. And I said, really? He said, yes, we work directly with God, Creator. And I said, so the fact that you came in when I'm talking about this, does this mean that something can be done about her soul contracts? And they said, yes, it's very possible. What is it you want? So we explained the situation. Of course, they could see it. And what she would like to change. Is it possible to break a soul contract? Right? And I'm having this discussion with the beings, and it was one main one that was out speaking to me that, yes, if you present us with your case, we will look at it. We will give you an answer later in the day, whether you can break it or not. And I go, really? We can do this? I don't know if any of you have heard this before, because I haven't.
No.
Yes,
Very
yeah.
strange.
I
So,
have.
sorry?
I have. I've heard of it.
Working with the group of seven, Council of Seven?
No, but I've heard about breaking soul contracts. It's not an easy thing to do.
No. So they said the council will take this case to Creator, and they'll plead the case and see if we can break it or not. And I go, okay, I'm leaving it in your hands, right? Very bizarre. Never even heard of this before. So later in the day, I had to contact them, and it was instant. They were right here with me, and it was a nice energy, beautiful energy. And he said, yes, it's been approved. She can break her soul contract. And I go, wow, okay. So I called her up, and we had a conversation, and she was very happy to hear that because she's really having a very difficult time. And then it came to me, okay, now that you have a clean slate, let's create a new soul contract. And I got a nod from the group of seven, the Council of Seven. So I said to her, oh, here you go. You have a very clean slate. Let's say, you're going to say it out loud. What do you really want to do with your life? And she did. And so the new contract was created, a brand new one, which with her terms, what she wanted in her life. And so I have never seen this and never heard of this before. It was very strange even to me. I guess there is talk of it. I've never seen a video or anyone that says, we can take it to the council and we can have it possibly, removed. I just found it very strange. Very interesting because she was very happy. I mean, it lifted her spirits immensely because she's extremely ill. And so it lifted her spirits and the ability to create a brand new contract. And this is what I want with my life. And she said it out, and it was accepted. So if we want to have a little discussion about this, I'd love to hear what you guys think about this.
So you'll have to keep us posted on how she's doing. Did they give a
Yes.
time frame or with her new?
It's since it's in the contracts in force. I'll use that phrase. Now, this was what's today? Wednesday? This was God, was that yesterday? Feels like 2 days ago. Yeah, it was Tuesday. It's yesterday. So
That it went in force Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay.
But how does she know that it's good for her? That what she created?
What was the first part of that question? I didn't get that.
How does she know that what she created, how she wants
Right.
life be, it will be good for her?
Yeah, everything we do is for our highest good, right? I don't know if we use that phrase, but now that permission was given and then the message came through, she can create a brand new one to her heart's desire, whatever she truly wants in her life. That it's got a, basically a very clean slate. It's now your turn to decide what you want to do with your life. And there was really nice energy going, and she couldn't stop smiling. I mean, it just lifted her spirits to know that the old contract's been dissolved, right? And so this was, I don't know, this very interesting. I've never seen anything like this before. Very, very strange. I don't think this is a common thing. I know Heidi said she's heard of it. I think it's extremely rare. I'd be shocked if it's 1 in 10 million that can change the contract or even know about the contract, right? Because many of us, in our conscious mind, we don't know what kind of agreements we made, do we? We don't know, right?
I don't know.
Well, all I know is Franco had a contract to be on the planet for 120 years. And he left in halfway.
Wow.
And we were all like, what's going on? He goes, the contract got changed.
Ah, see? Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously for a good reason, whatever that reason may be.
Yeah.
Right? Because we do know that some light workers leave early because they can do more work on the other side than they can do here, right? Yeah, so that's an example right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
I heard of a contract where a lot of sort of religious people will make a vow of poverty in a past life, and then they'll continually have trouble like with money or with assets in their following lives, and that's a contract they have to cancel or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know how the average guy or person do that. I mean, this is new territory for me.
Yeah.
Do they have to petition God, creator? But for me, as we were discussing it, woof, this group of 7 just walked right in and announced who they are and what they do. And I go, wow, okay, well, they're asking, it's help. It was help brought to her because she's very destitute. She's really on the edge. Wow. And I guess the seriousness of her situation and her desire to change that situation was enough to bring them in. That's my take on that. Because it's a very serious situation. And so it just seemed to evolve. In 10 minutes, this was all done. Like very interesting. Very interesting. Can I do it again? So go ahead.
I think Franco, we talk about the contracts in one of the workshop we attended. I mean, like if you can remember, guys, but it's not to the same extent that at what you are saying. So it's almost similar to
Mhm.
you can break the contract for the higher goods. But I'm not sure. But I heard of the Council of 9, but not the 7.
Yeah, I've never heard of them either, and they kind of showed themselves in a kind of a physical form, but we know they have no form.
Mm.
You know, they like to make us comfortable. They looked a lot like us, and they were in robes.
Mm.
And one was speaking for the 7. So I
His name
wonder,
is Tom.
because like I was. No, go ahead.
What is he called, Tom? Because Tom
Tom?
was Tom was the speaker of the Council of 9, and this book
I didn't
came
get
from.
names.
You
There
didn't
was
get
no names shared with me at
Right.
all. Just that we are this council that
Mm.
we review contracts and agreements. And we have the ability to look over a case, and with the creator, they can decide whether to change it or not.
Mm.
And they did. They wiped it clear. It was gone. Dissolved, I guess, whatever name you want to give it. And so then we were able to create a brand new one to her heart's desire.
Mhm.
I'm really curious what Elva is thinking, because she's very quiet over there.
You can change your contracts. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of the Council of 7 and the Council of 9. I've done a lot of work in helping people release vow of poverty through hypnosis. Going back into past lives. Yeah. You haven't quite given us enough of the story for me to understand everything that went on. And I'm not asking you to, I'm just saying you haven't given me quite enough information to understand it all. But I know that you can change things, and this energy is about, because I've been gonna put it on paper to explain a lot of this. This is about you can change anything that no longer serves you. In my classes for the last couple of months, we've been asking to let go of whatever no longer serves us so that we can be in the here and now and change our life for where we want to be, to focus on where we want to go. This is what my classes are all about at the moment. And I find it fascinating, because I feel that this energy is about being centered here and now, letting go of the past, letting go of the ancestral DNA, the cellular memory, all of that, so that you're focusing on being here now, present, to move forward and direct your life in where you want to go. So what you're talking about fits into totally with what I was getting.
Yeah, and isn't it interesting? This all happened on the day of the eclipse.
Mm-hmm. During the eclipse,
Very
I was in
interesting.
a meditation for an hour and a half. Long gone.
You were gone.
I can't tell you where I was. I was just totally gone for an hour and a half.
Wow.
And the matriarch of our family
Mhm.
died during the eclipse. She was 106.
Wow.
Wow.
It almost
Very-
feels like the end of one part of a cycle and a brand new one starting, doesn't it?
That's exactly how it feels.
Yeah.
And I'm exhausted. I could sleep all day long right now. I'm just
Wow.
I have 2-3 naps during the day. It's just absolutely bizarre, and I'm not sure what to do about it except lay down and have a nap.
And just allow, exactly. Grab that pillow. Right?
Yep. I'm getting stuff done, but I'm exhausted. I don't know about the rest of you. I'm exhausted. I could be in bed already. But if I go to bed
Wow.
now, I'll be up at 3 a.m.
Exactly.
But I know everybody, focus on where you want to be. Ask to release anything that no longer serves you, because that's changing your contract, letting it go,
Right.
and be focused on where you want to go in life and all of that, right?
How about that, Lucie, to have that in our meditation?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
about
I
letting go
do.
that doesn't serve us, and moving
Mhm.
forward on the things that we need to do and experience.
Yeah, because this new
Salva?
energy is all about manifesting your future now. It's like it's the energy that it's like a power force. And
Does someone want to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing? Because I haven't figured it out.
believe me, the way my life is going, me neither. I'm like, okay,
With all
this
my
is
knowledge and awareness,
supposed-
I am so lost at the moment. I don't know what to do. You know,
I'm in
I
the
just
same
want to
boat.
sleep.
And I'm getting to that point. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to bed. And I'm not one to go to bed early, but I'm
Neither
like,
am I.
you know what? I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Good.
I actually considered going to bed instead of sitting in on the call, and I thought, no, I need to do the call and then I'll go to bed.
Oh, well, glad you're here.
You know,
Pillow.
Telling you.
Daddy,
Yes.
Tuesday was not the eclipse. It was Monday.
Yeah, but I got the answer on Tuesday.
Okay.
But
All right.
on Monday, they came to me while we're having a Zoom call
Okay.
in the morning,
Mm.
the very
Well,
day of the eclipse.
yeah, I've known about soul contracts for a long time. Matt Kahn, in one of his
Yep.
books, he has a phrase that you're supposed to say to, no, what's the word? No, or avoid the contract. And I've
null
been
and void.
asking, yeah, I've been asking for a long time, do I have a contract? Because, I keep having these issues. And it's like, sometimes I say, I'm done, please. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to go, but still stuck. So maybe I can do the same thing as the Council of Seven.
Usually when I get a new gift or ability, I'm supposed to do this.
Maybe it can help me, let me know.
Yeah, maybe this
it.
is what I'll be doing now.
Yeah.
I haven't got an answer yet. I need to do that, but it was easily done. But also, okay, so even if we plead the case, doesn't mean it's going to be
That's
removed,
true. Yeah.
right?
Because you can't have any attachments to it.
Yes.
Right.
Let it go.
So if you're like, okay, hurry up, like I'm done already. Like, what's the hold up?
That's me.
That's like 5 attachments right in there.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta get to neutral. And the fastest way to release it is to embrace it and acknowledge it and love it and appreciate it.
Yes.
So like what does this contract bring you? What has it provided you? What is it allowed you to do, allowed you to understand?
Yeah, definitely there's gifts there, but sometimes
Yes.
it's like the guest that comes and doesn't leave. It's like,
They
okay, I've
overstayed
had
the
enough
welcome.
fun. Okay, I think I learned a lot. I totally understand, but what I was going to say is that someone told me a long time ago that I promised God that I'm going to experience this for God. In other words, God is experiencing this thing through me.
Yes.
Danny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Marilyn.
I just wanted to put my 2 cents worth into what you're saying. The portals are open as we speak. Is that correct?
As far as we understand, I haven't really checked into much, but yeah, some psychics and channelers are saying that.
I feel as though that the portals are open, and it's a time of purging. And during the eclipse, I found it was a very intense time from dark to light.
Okay.
And perhaps what you are saying is the utmost accurate, because we know that we are not alone on this planet, right? And we know that you can break a soul contract. So when you feel that your agreements no longer serve your growth or actually stands in the way, it is possible to free yourself from them, right? And so it could very well be that these beings that you're talking about were assisting her to clear her karmic debt or clear ancestral agreements. I feel as though there's a very strong feeling right now, sense, a spiritual sense that we know that we're in a spiritual war, and we know that this eclipse comes around, correct me if I'm wrong, once every 120 years. And I feel as though it's a time where our ancestors are with us now. It so it makes sense what you're saying. You're saying the Council of Seven, or perhaps it was her ancestors from before. But what you say to her is so very important and so loving. So you have a beautiful way of being able to inspire this lady. I don't know if she's a young lady or older person, but
in her 40s.
In her 40s, she's young. So you have that ability to send that message from your higher self that uplifts her soul. So I think I thank you for having that ability. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was a moving experience because she got very emotional. She said, "Now I have hope."
Yes.
Now I have hope.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, it was a very moving experience. And if I'm called to do it again, I certainly will. You know, maybe usually when the gift comes in, I'm supposed to do this more often. So.
Well, I believe that's true. But there was a statement that Prince, we all know who Prince is, right? The singer, right? Who made a very a very important statement saying that they want your soul. And he's talking about the darkness, right? And the dark entities want your soul. And so we know that the spirits are there. So as long as you are giving her advice within the higher self, within the light, the white light, it's a beautiful message that you have given her. So whether it is the Council of Seven, we all use our own discernment and ask our spirit guides for confirmation, and you have that ability to do that. And it's a matter of her severing the cord from any suffering that she's had from previous lives. And if you check in with her on an ongoing basis to see, just gauge how she's doing, what you've done is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it just kind of morphed right in front of me, and it just, whenever these weird things happen to me, I just run with it.
Yes.
I'm always guided. It feels good. I feel the energy is amazing. So yeah, I talk with her once a week. So I'll follow her and see how she's doing. So that was well said, Marilyn.
Thank you.
Well said. Yeah, I
did not finish what I was talking. What I was going to say is that, yes, it's really true that, you go through things that you're supposed to learn, but when it becomes too much.
Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah.
Right. What's the point?
Right.
Yeah, but most of us, probably well over 90%, don't know what kind of contracts we made.
Right.
We don't know. Really don't know.
Yeah, I know one woman, my friend who had dementia who passed away, we are connected through him. And she was waiting for the euthanization to be put back on the table so that she can hurry up and check out. Because she just like, I have no reason to be here. So it was like, well, that's interesting. Because she was going to do that and then it got taken off the table, and now Canada or whoever is looking at it again to bring it back. And she said as soon as they bring it back, that's what I'm going to do, because I have no reason to be here. And she came to mine last week, and I messaged her and called her to see what happened, but there was no answer.
Oh, really?
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
called MAID, isn't it? They call it MAID.
MAID? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, Alba knows
Yeah,
quite
it's
well.
made. It's made. Medical assistance in dying. That's what John did.
Oh, medical assistance. Okay.
So that isn't enforced now, obviously.
No,
Well,
no,
she-
there has to be a reason for it. There has to be
Yeah.
a reason for it.
Yeah, you have to get like medical. My uncle did it that way as well because he had throat cancer.
Mhm.
But
Mm.
there was just another thing that she was waiting for, that where anybody can go,
Mhm.
like assisted
Oh,
suicide
anybody.
or something. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm
Oh.
like, oh, okay, like this is, far removed from how I'm thinking.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm just wondering, with no response, does that mean, so I'm gonna try her again and see what happened, but
Right.
It could simply be
There's-
that she doesn't want to talk at the moment too,
Mhm.
you know? Yeah.
So
Possible.
that's why I text, because sometimes texting is like, yeah, I'm here, or
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, there's very little required.
Yeah.
I'd like to share one thing, and I think this is important. Because we are all these wonderful human beings with all of these gifts, if we combine our energies and we focus on things that need to be changed, we can change it as a collective. And I think that's what we need to be looking at and focusing on as truly spiritual beings, to change what we can.
Right. As a collective, a tremendous power. Tremendous power.
Yep.
Well, that's why I'm thinking, like, I completely forgot about what kind of energy we had collectively just on that day of the eclipse. It's kind of like, when Lady Di passed away, I mean, the love frequency was through the roof, was off the charts that day, right? And more babies were produced that day than any time in
Really?
history. Yeah.
Oh, I never heard that. Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, because the frequency of love was so high.
Oh.
Yeah. So then that's what
Oh.
brought me back to, oh my God, like all these people came together to witness this, ring of fire in the sky, and and watch us planets, and how it's so much bigger than us, and we've come together and be in awe and silence and connected, right? Because we're all on this globe just staring at this thing all together. So I wonder what kind of frequency. So we gotta go check that out. That would be interesting.
I think it's
to
a
know.
new frequency myself, I feel.
Well, the energy of the solar, yes, that was one, but the collective, and how, what kind of frequency and at what heights did it go, right?
Many groups have organized meditation group, like all over the world. Many groups.
Yeah, many groups meditated. Yeah.
Yes. Yep, on Monday.
Yeah.
I would imagine, yeah. Huge. You had your hand up, Alba?
No, I just feel that this is about being in a much higher frequency, and we're struggling trying to be in that energy so that we're more connected, working more on a global scale to be together, doing what we need to do. This is what I feel it's all about. Yeah. Moving up.
Oh, yeah. Definitely moving up. That's why some of you are having a weird time.
So
Exactly.
Elva, are you doing your seminar, your angel day soon?
No, I canceled it. I lost my dog trainer and had to go to his funeral.
Oh,
Oh. Oh, that angel day was with your daughter, wasn't it? Or something with your daughter?
No, I was doing it on my own. I
Oh,
canceled it.
you were.
I canceled it the day before I had to go to my dog trainer's. He was 57.
Wow, that's young.
Massive heart attack. Yeah. And I
Wow.
just, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Good,
Wow.
good man. Yeah. So I went to the funeral. Yeah.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
but was that the same day that you had the event?
No, it was the day before.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mm.
Because I thought it was like not for another week out.
No, I'll do it again. But what I've decided is, and I'm aware, I used to do big groups, and my sense is to do smaller groups, more intimate groups, so
Yeah.
that people will get
Okay.
much more out of it and raise their vibrations in unity. And
Yeah.
that's what I've been impressed with. Yeah. So I will.
Right.
I'll do, past lives, where you go through 3 past lives to understand a habit, a fear, a phobia that's causing an issue in this lifetime and let go of it. And then the angel workshop and also the healing hands, dealing with the endocrine system in order to balance it, to help people get back on track. Those are 3. And the other one is would you Wongong Qigong exercise called 9 times, where it actually helps the body to heal. It's the equivalent of a night's sleep. So those are the ones that I'm just trying to figure out when to pull it together. Can't do it when I'm exhausted though, and I'm not there at the moment. So I'm just waiting to be together.
Right.
Can I make a comment?
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
The number 57 is a huge Masonic significant number to the Freemasons. Number 57.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't heard that before, or have I?
Yeah.
So have you been seeing that number?
I've
No?
been reading articles about celebrities who die at that age.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
57. Then there's
57.
also the 27.
Apparently, now I don't have the statistics or proof of this, but apparently Adolf Hitler died in 1957.
57 again.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I think they're going down. If you want my opinion, the Masonics will be not here to bother us or to raise havoc anymore. They're on their way out.
So
Right?
I was speaking to another woman who does a lot of big networking events, and because I can attend a lot of networking events, and I went, oh man, you know what? I should just put on my own networking event. And she goes, yeah, you should, because she was all about bringing people back in person, get out of the house, let's come back together, let's like talk,
Yeah.
exchange energies and stuff. And then as I was speaking to her, my whole event just started like unraveling before my eyes. I went, oh my God. And I even like saw my other person that I was working with, but I gave him a call and I'm like, hey, we're supposed to be doing this and doing that. He's like, what? So sorry, didn't I tell you?
Didn't I?
He's like,
Mind to mind?
no.
Didn't you hear me?
And he's like so silent. And I'm like, are you gonna like respond? He goes, well, you have to give me a minute. Like you just threw a lot of information at me. But I swear to God, I saw the PowerPoint, I saw all the talking
Wow.
points, I saw the amount of people, I saw the ballots, I saw like everything. I was like, oh my God, this is great. I have to
Wow.
get this together.
Manifesting.
Yeah, and
Cool.
I don't know if it will be him, but there was another person there, and it was all about everybody, like a win-win for everyone. Even networking within the group for each other too, right? So I was going to put like living benefits, spiritual, mental, physical, financial, and hit all these topics, and then have speakers come in with different things, like if they have a product, or if they have, I have another friend, she's doing free events on releasing trauma, like just have like an ongoing event, many events going on, many speakers coming in. So like Alva, I'm like, okay, I have to get the energy.
Get over this eclipse for a few days.
I know, like, okay, all the ideas are coming in fast and furious, and we're like, yeah, whatever. Let me know how it works out.
Let me get my sleep.
Even last week, like last week in the morning, I was like, that's it, I quit, I'm canceling the call, screw this. And then Danny and I talked,
we got you back on track.
And then I was like, okay, I'm okay now. What was I thinking? It's like, it is really crazy. It is really crazy.
Crazy
and it's
good,
a lot of, and it's a lot of just trusting in what's going on and how it is for our highest and best good, and know that a lot of stuff is getting cleared out. A lot of stuff is being integrated. And very
quickly too.
Yeah,
very quickly.
That's probably why we're so whacked. I mean, it is a big transition. We've never been here before. We've never had like the cabal going down and the collective rising, feminine rising, like all this stuff, right? Another thing that link that Menno sent to me, Nisa Hopkins, she does a lot of feminine rising stuff. I listened to all the videos. It was exactly what I was on track about, but she just was able to drive it home even more for me. So I was able to look at stuff and be committed, to finally healing that unmet emotion, unmet need that never got attention when I was a child, which is created all this havoc in my adult life, lack of, or chaos, or whatever way. But it's there's just a lot of stuff that needs to close up and heal. Like we have like this bullet wound, and we got to heal it from within, and then to the point where the scar just dissolves and becomes invisible, right? And I have been able to literally feel that regarding many issues in my life over the years. And this one here, that I've been on it for so long. I could finally feel and understand it to the point where I can literally give it attention to heal it, love it, and whatever it needs, and then as I'm doing that, I could see the universe coming at me with gifts. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's nice. And I know they're like little markers telling me, yeah, we got your back. Oh, okay, we'll handle this one for you too. Oh, by the way, here's another thing. And it's like, and I'm seeing them coming in, because now with me being so focused on clearing all that and using the energy to propel myself into the future. I'm very conscious. I'm very I'm expecting to see and hear indicators as to where I am on the map, and how am I doing, right? So I'm very conscious of that. And even though I didn't win the lottery or anything. maybe it's not for my highest good, I don't know. But there are so many little markers along the way, right? That just go, oh, okay, got it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, so I think, like, as Manon was saying, like, you know, when are we done? When are we done? Hell, I've been at this one for like 35 years. So I don't know about you, but I've finally gotten to the point where I can literally just give my undivided attention to this one, because I feel that this is the last one that's
Good.
and it's been the backbone of the wound, has been the wound that's been at the back, the very back, and it's been the largest one, and it's had many, many, many offshoots, many connected programs to it running off in different directions like an octopus. So I'm saying this because even I had a couple of friends call me the last couple of days, and I applied the same little exercise that this woman did to help me to drive it home for me. I did it with them, and boom, like nailed it. And
new gift.
because you know, when you understand it, then you can go in and get it, right? And then when I'm able to say it or teach it or apply it to somebody else and they get it, it's like, okay,
there it is.
Because when you can teach it, then that's when you can master it. And then you can integrate it 10 times more. So I was excited about that because it's just been like, what the is going on?
What the
and
fudge?
the thing about what she mentioned was, here we are, all these ascended beings, like we're probably masters in our own right. Prior to being here, we're loaded with ascended information. We're like star seeds and all these Arcturians and masters of the ships and everything. And here we are as human beings. And so it's almost like we bypassed a few steps to master being a human being, because we have so much ascension, we have so much light and, you know, information and, you know, gifts, abilities and insights, and that we literally like skipped over a few steps to master our humanness, which we literally need, right? To amalgamate it all and then go forth in your power. And that's what this woman drove home. It was like, oh shit. I went from in the crib to freaking running. Like, I didn't learn how to crawl. To like, so there was a missing. And I knew that. I knew my whole, I'm like, what am I missing? What am I missing? Right. So it's been enlightening. And at the same time, being thrown around with the energies. So, you know what? And I trust the fact that it is going to all get sorted out. Meaning, we're tired, we're not sleeping, we're exhausted, we're having a great day, we're crashing. It's like, or it's coming in, it's not coming in, you know, like whatever. You just gotta, it's like, you just gotta laugh at it, really, because I believe and I trust the fact that we're only heading in an amazing place. And
we are.
And then when I know that in my knowing, I could literally fast forward it and bring it here, even though I haven't won the lottery yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's fine. I mean, yes, lotteries would be good, but I mean, I'm still good because of my knowing and trusting the fact that, you know, there's only greatness coming. I mean, there's so many things, so many good things coming that you can literally bring it forward and live in it
coming
today. Yeah. So with that, I think it's very helpful.
Quick comment.
Yeah.
I feel that everything's really speeding up. What might have taken us a decade to overcome, we're doing it like in 6 months. It's like, I feel everything is just on super dial and it's speeding up so fast. The freight train is now going at full bore and there's no stopping us. I just feel everything's accelerating. And this eclipse was part of it too. So what might have taken us months to have accomplished something could take us a week. And so it's no wonder we're having weirdness in our lives, right? That's what I feel. Really, really fast. And the worst is over. By far, the worst is over. We know that. We're right there at the peak where we can see the top of the mountain. Right? Very exciting time. That's my
my friend said that to me the other day. She goes, because we nailed this unmet emotion that was creating havoc today. She goes, if I didn't call you and I didn't see it like today, would I eventually have gotten it? I said, maybe with all the energies, yes, of course, everything's speeding up, but it depends on the willingness to let it go or the willingness to see it. Like, how much resistance is there? So if your ego is resisting or, the fear or whatever, and you're not allowing it, it may take a little longer, but maybe you'll get it. Or maybe you need a car accident. Maybe you need to really drive it home. Who knows? I said, because she does the work, I said, I'm sure because you do the work, eventually it would have popped out. I said, us talking just boom, popped it right out. So, and that's the beauty of also working together, and being in communication with each other, because you can make it happen. Because for me, it's like, I don't like sitting in it. I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'll write about it and all this and that. But because my default is frustration and irritation, and I don't like to go there because then it creates more.
More of it.
So I'm like, okay, I surrender. So Heidi, you got your hand up.
Yes, so I just wanted to add to that we're all going through this at our own pace too. One thing I've learned is that you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Don't try to compare yourself to someone else, what they're going through. It's your own journey. So with me, I'm finding that I'm going through the ego death. It's just like, no. So just for an example, I thought, oh, okay, I'll do something. I'll go to Vaughan Mills, on the weekend, just for something to do. And so I get there. And I'm there and I'm looking at all the people and I'm thinking to myself, what the hell were you thinking? It's just like, why am I here? I don't want anything here. I'm not interested in anything. So to me, that was an indicator that that's just the old me wanting to just be in a mall that I haven't been to. Who cares? It was very evident. It was like right in my face. It's like, wow. It just, it was like, okay, that's cool. I'm not going to make myself wrong. I'm just, have a bite to eat and then go home. And that's what I did. So it's noticing. And I think as we're learning, we're noticing when it comes up and you can catch it. Right? There it is. Oh, there it is again. Whether you're saying something or thinking something or just doing something that you've done before, it's like, something's not clicking here. So it's really paying attention to your old way of being and how it is. I'm finding it is just fizzling away. If you only knew what I've done to my apartment since before Christmas, it's like somebody else lives here. I don't recognize it anymore. It's all gone. Yeah, it's just the most incredible. You can even hear an echo in here.
Yeah, I hear the echo. Do you have anything left?
It's crazy. The amount of stuff is just like go, 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 let it go. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. And it's just so,
Oh yeah.
so good. It just
Urging.
feels absolutely wonderful. Yeah, it's not just stuff, but it's also things that I've done in the past. It's just the repetitiveness of why am I doing that? Why am I eating this? It's not resonating anymore. So yeah, it's working, but noticing yourself and catching it when it comes up, that's the key right there. So I just wanted to share that.
Yeah,
Very
beautiful.
good. Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's I think we're all in the process of purging, whether it be old
Mhm.
self or materialistic things.
Less is more.
That's right.
Please.
Space, create the space, create the container so that more God love and light can come in. So with that,
Time for meditation.
we only have a few minutes left, so let's get into it. So as it was said earlier, our intention in this meditation is to let go of everything and anything that no longer serves. All right. And we're also going to step into our higher version of ourself to give us better clarity as to where we're going, even if it means resting and relaxing. So with that, is everybody ready? Sit back and relax. Beautiful. Okay, you know what? I'm going to put a little music on. Why not? Where's my screen here? There we go. All right, everyone. Let's take in a couple of deep breaths. We're going to go deep. We're going to go fast. We're going to integrate. We're going to bring up everything and anything that is ready to be released. So as we sit back and relax and we close our eyes and we take a few deep breaths. And a really great breath is really getting present to your tailbone, the root chakra, and start your breath from the root chakra and have it move all the way up your body through all the energy centers and through the top of your head. So if you take in a deep breath and you blow it out the top of your head, that is Shiva breath. These are deep cleansing breaths. Remove all the energy centers, the nervous system, digestion, spine. So letting the energy move through your body as you're relaxing into your chair, relaxing. Keep dropping your shoulders. Keep relaxing your eyes. Keep relaxing your forehead. And relax your jaw. And relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. And just settle in. Maybe relax your arms. And even relax your stomach. And as you're taking deep breaths, and every time you release a breath, you relax even more. And we bring in the higher beings here to assist. All the angels, fairies, all the animal spirits, and all the feathered, winged spirits. We relax into our bodies. And if you have any pain, just send it love. Wherever your pain is in your body or any discomfort, you're just going to send it love energy. Give it some attention. Just wants your attention. We're asking all the beings here to assist in our circle. This amazing vortex that we've created. And as the energy swirls clockwise from the bottom up, everything that is ready to be released at this time is being picked up by this huge energy vortex with a big sweeping, vacuuming, gentle motion coming around, picking up whatever no longer serves, and continually circling around, helping anything that's still holding on with resistance, helping it to loosen its grip as you relax into it and allow it to brush past you so it can grab whatever it needs to grab. You want to open up your hands. You want to unlock your arms and allow it to happen. Just imagine this big energy vortex just slowly brushing past you. It's like going through a car wash. It's really gentle. Just removing everything and anything that no longer serves. Just cleaning you right up. And as you continually breathe from the root chakra all the way up to the top of the head, you're working with the vortex to release anything that is ready to go, whether it be ancestral, lineage, from in this lifetime, from all the programs, belief systems, and all the loopings, all the old emotions, fears, and traumas, insecurities. I'm going to release everything and anything from any past lives. If you have any cords or attachments to anything, if you're ready to release, you can cut them now. It's very gentle, very easygoing. It's very nurturing, loving. really soft brush, brushing your hair, very soothing. You actually want to let it go. So asking your soul or your higher self, your higher mind, anything that I don't see or that I'm not aware of that is ready to leave at this time, please help me let this go. And while that's going on, we're going to ask the solar energy to come in, the sun energy, all the suns. Pour their golden white light into us. Crystal light. We're going to change the frequency to abundance, to self-love, to compassion, to joy, happiness, we're going to increase all our abilities. We increase our psychic abilities, our remote viewing, our insights, increase our guidance system. Our knowingness. Our sense of hearing. We increase them. And if you can see down the road, your future self who's waiting for you, so happy for you to connect. They're so excited because there's so much to explore, so much to experience. And they cannot wait. They're so excited. You can see them. You can see your future self. Start moving into that direction to go meet your future self. And as you walk towards your future self, check in with how you're being and how you're feeling. Just feel the lightness and how you're excited, how you feel so good. Just feel like you're in such a good space. So supported. Is completely safe. So connected. just like stepping right into who you are, your potential. Never felt so good. As you move closer to your future self, just anchor it in with deep breaths. This is all here for you now. Your imagination, superpower. See the colors. Look around. What do you see? How do you feel? Your frequency is rising higher and higher. You're being able to access much more information. The higher vibration, the more frequency, the better the information. I'm going to start soaring with the eagles now. I have a lot of beings here, not only your spirit guides, but other light beings that are here assisting us, creating an environment for us to be able to walk through, be able to tap into our vibration, increase it, tap into our abilities, and walk on over to our version, our future version of ourselves with ease. You're now approaching your future version of you. You meet up with that person and you give them a big hug. Finally, you've been waiting a long time for this. The new future energies are here. You're on a new path now. Everything comes to you very easy. You don't have to do much. Less is required. Finally, you can start putting in place what you've always desired. This time it sticks, it grows, it expands. Your connections with yourself, your future version of you, and everyone else that'll be coming into your life. be a whole new world. New plans, new visions, new imaginations, like never before. New possibilities, potentials, new projects. So I'm going to leave you with that so you can imagine, bask in the new frequency. You want to drift off to sleep, or if you want to say goodnight. Going to slowly leave now. Good night, everyone.
Night. Thanks for being here. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Good
Thank you.
night.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Night.
Good night, Manon. See you, Lucie. Stay cool.